Right, so today it's the 30th of August, and in this video I just want to read out a quote for you guys from a direct response or world-class direct response copywriter from the back in the days. And the quote goes like this: "The vast majority of products are sold because of the need for love, the fear of shame, the pride for achievement, the drive for recognition, the yearning to feel important, the urge to look attractive, the lust for power, the longing for romance, the need to feel secure, the terror of facing the unknown, the lifelong hunger of self-esteem, and so on. Emotions are the fire for human motivation and to combustible force that secretly drives most decision to buy. When your marketing harness those forces correctly, you will generate explosive increase in response." This is a quote by Gary Benchewinga, and this really just makes so much sense and is one of the key elements for writing good copy and writing good or getting high responses on your copy. And I think that I see most people do is that they just try to make big boldly claims and hope that things they stick, like just throwing stuff in the wall, hoping that it sticks, and might as well just use some big claims, have some social proof that I did this in this period of time, and then we hope people will buy, and just shoving these flashy things down people's throat. But yes, you need a good offer, but when you can implement emotions into your copy, and I'm not saying this by saying after you've read this you will if you have the need for love or stuff like that. I'm not saying that these things. I'm creating a story, a narrative, or something that gets people to think, and then I'm seeding in these emotions into my copy. So whenever people read or they watch something, they will relive the feeling that leads to the emotion, and then they want to buy. And again, remember, we don't want a educated customer. We want a excited customer who wants to buy because they are reliving this bad feeling that they don't want to have, and then that is the thing that's motivating them to buy. Because if you can't get people into the same state that they're feeling whenever they have or face this problem, they won't buy from you. And that's why I see so many people fail, because they're just presenting an offer, making big bulky claims, and hope that people will buy for them. But they are not using any foreplay. Marketing is just like seduction. If you're just pounding or forcing people and being brutal, people don't want that. You want foreplay. You want people to get in a buying state, and that's why I use emotions justified with logic and then present the offer. Because when you can get people to relive the feeling that they have when they're facing a problem or they want this desire, that's when you get them into a buying state. And you see, this is a good thing because people have this problem. They want to solve this, but they cannot see that they want to solve this in the moment if they're not having this feeling. And that's why normal people, they will read this emotion or try to explain this emotion in 3 or 4, 2 sentences. And a master copywriter will try to write out a story or a narrative or something and use 2 pages to get people into this buying state and getting them into this emotion. And when you can weave these things in, pride for achievement, drive to recognition, and yearning to feel important, these are emotions. These are something that people feel on a day-to-day basis, and that is what people want. And remember, we don't want to have an informed customer. We want to have them motivated and want to take action and want to buy, because they can't bear the feeling that we're putting them in, because these are also some things that they live with on a daily basis, where they think like, I want this, I want to have something to fix this, and then they go into another state, go on with their day. But when we can stop people in their tracks and get them to feel this emotion, then buying becomes the next obvious solution or next obvious step. And yeah, that's just the thing, like I feel like people are just missing. And I try to see how many emotions I can pack in to my copy every single time and get people to feel something, and then justify that thing with logic. So like they have something to justify it with, like this offer might be good because this isn't that, and they still have this emotion, this eager to buy, and then I just present the offer, and that's the sale. So yeah, so remember, we're not shoving anything down people's throat. We are making them relive the pain or the desire that they want, the situation they are in, whenever they have this emotion, and then we make them like buy. We present them an offer. So yeah, that's the quote. That's the go-to thing for writing good copy. So try to see how many of these you can include in your copy, and try to see how you can, instead of just saying these things like, do you want, or do you have a need for love? Are you longing for romance? Are you fearing for the unknown? Like, how can you mix those in and make them feel it between the lines instead of just telling them it? Because when you can make them relive that feeling or that emotion, like, you get them into a buying state. That's what I'm trying to say. So I hope this video was helpful. Just try to see if you can use these ones. So take care, peace, bye.